Imagine waking up and the temperature outside is 40 degrees below zero. There is no heater, no blanket factory, no grocery store 2 miles away. Just you, a fire that must never go out, and a world trying to kill you every single day. This was not a movie. This was reality for tens of thousands of years. Welcome to the world of Ice Age humans, the people who survived the coldest chapter in human history, and in doing so, built the foundation of everything we are today. About 20,000 years ago, much of the Earth looked nothing like it does now. Massive sheets of ice, some over 2 miles thick, covered huge parts of North America, Europe, and Asia. Sea levels dropped so low that entire land bridges appeared, connecting continents that are now separated by ocean. This was the last glacial maximum, the peak of the Ice Age. And somewhere in the middle of this frozen hell, small groups of humans were fighting to survive. They didn't have the luxury of choice. This was simply the world they were born into. Every single day began with the same question: how we not die today? Food was not something you bought. It was something you chased for hours, sometimes days, across brutal terrain. Their main target? Massive creatures that no longer exist. Woolly mammoths, giant bison, woolly rhinos. A single mammoth kill could feed a group for weeks. Its meat was food. Its fur was clothing. Its bones became tools, and even the frame of their shelters. Nothing was wasted. In a world this harsh, waste meant death. But hunting an animal 10 times your size, with nothing but sharpened stone and wood, was not a job. It was a gamble with your life. Every time, if there was one thing that separated survival from extinction, it was fire. Fire wasn't just warmth. It was protection from predators lurking in the dark. It was the only way to cook meat and kill dangerous bacteria. It was light in a world with zero light pollution and zero mercy. Losing a fire could mean losing your life. So someone was always watching it, feeding it, protecting it like it was a living member of the group. Some groups even carried embers with them when they traveled, because starting a fire from nothing in freezing wind could take hours they didn't have. When night fell, temperatures could crash to levels that would kill an unprepared person in under an hour. Caves were valuable, natural shelter from wind and snow. But not everyone had a cave nearby. So some groups built something remarkable: shelters made from mammoth bones and tusks, covered in animal hide. Structures like this, found by archaeologists in places like modern-day Ukraine, prove that Ice Age humans weren't just surviving. They were engineering solutions to problems we can barely imagine. Here's something most people don't realize. Clothing might be one of the most underrated inventions in human history. Without it, humans could never have survived in these temperatures. Bare skin in an Ice Age winter meant death within hours. Using bone needles and animal sinew as thread, Ice Age humans created fitted, layered clothing. Not just wrap hides, but actual tailored garments. Some research suggests these early tailored clothes were advanced enough to allow humans to migrate into the coldest regions on Earth, places no other primate could survive. Clothing wasn't fashion. It was the difference between expanding across the planet or going extinct. No single person survived the Ice Age alone. Not the strongest hunter. Not the smartest elder. Nobody. Survival depended entirely on the group. Sharing food, sharing warmth, sharing knowledge passed down through generations. Children learn to track animals by watching their parents. Elders remembered which plants were safe to eat and which berries could kill you. This knowledge wasn't written down. It lived entirely in memory, passed from mouth to ear, story to story, around the fire, night after night. If a group lost its elders too fast, they lost generations of survival knowledge along with them. Let's be honest about something. Life in the Ice Age was brutally short and dangerous. A broken leg that would be a minor injury today could be a death sentence. An infection from a small cut could kill within days. Childbirth was one of the most dangerous events a person could face. Many mothers and infants did not survive. And yet, humanity did not just survive. We multiplied. We spread across entire continents. We adapted to environments that should have been impossible. Here's what's incredible. Even while fighting for their lives every single day, they made art deep inside caves by flickering firelight. Ice Age humans painted horses, lions, and mammoths on stone walls, images that still exist today, tens of thousands of years later. They carved small figurines from bone and ivory. They made flutes from bird bones. They buried their dead with care, sometimes with jewelry and ochre pigment. This tells us something powerful. Even in the harshest conditions imaginable, humans needed more than survival. They needed meaning, beauty, connection. Eventually, after thousands of years, the ice began to retreat. The world slowly warmed. The humans who survived the Ice Age didn't just endure. They became the ancestors of nearly everyone alive today. Every tool you use, every home you live in, every fire you've ever sat around, all of it traces back to people who figure out how to survive when the entire world was trying to freeze them out of existence. So tonight, when you turn up your thermostat or pull on a warm jacket without thinking twice, remember that comfort was earned, paid for by thousands of years of struggle, by people who refused to give up. They didn't have Google. They didn't have hospitals. They had each other and a fire that never went out. If you found this story fascinating, subscribe for more, because history is full of humans who survived the impossible.